Hey, hi everyone, welcome back. So, guys, as part of the previous session, we have seen a simple example on a get by role. So, today let us start with the get by, a label. Okay, so in general, where exactly we will be using this particular label? So, basically, in the forms, whenever you want to interact with any elements, in such cases, you will be using this label. Consider that this is an example. They have a label tag and the label here is a password, and in this particular one you have this a whole chunk, right? So this is a password field and you can use this fill or some other options to perform this particular operation. And when to use this particular label locator? Use this locator when locating a form fields. Ideally, if there is a form, consider that this is a Salesforce a create account form is there. And if you right click on the username field and then inspect the first name field basically, so here the below tag is a label and this label is this one, which is a first name. Okay, so I want to try to interact with this particular label. So here, what I'm gonna do right now is locate by label dot spec dot ts. Okay, and from the previous program just copy the chunk to launch the app and to close the browser. So I just placed it, and here delete all unnecessary commands from here. Okay, and here locate using, what are we using here? Label. Okay, we are trying to locate using its label. Okay, perfectly all right. And now here, what I want to do right now is, okay, what I want to do right now here is await page dot locator. Here, I want to identify. So here, it's not going to be with the locator. Page dot get by. Okay, get by label. Okay, here is the label. Okay, perfectly all right. So what I'm gonna do right now is let us go to this application, copy this URL, update this particular one with this. Okay, update this particular one with this. And then the next one here is the user is having a label, the first name is having a label as space ahead and at the last. So here space. Okay, the first name followed by a space. And I'm gonna use FL and I'm gonna use my name Surendra into that. That's it, guys. I haven't done anything. I just did this up to here. And we forgot to do an import, guys. So here I was just using the Copilot feature where I'm using this tab operation. Hence it imported the whole chunk. My test is in a good shape right now. Okay, let me pass this close for now. Okay, let me comment this particular close now and check whether it is trying to interact with that particular object using this particular label. Okay, so let's have a look into that. It just opened it and it entered a value Surendra into that particular label. Okay, identified an object and interacted using with its label. Okay, perfectly all right. So this is the way how exactly we can use a label. So guys, if you look at the documentation when they are asking us to use a label, so use this label when locating an element inside a form. Perfect. And the next one is a placeholder. When to use a placeholder means basically it's also in a form whenever the label is not there. In such a cases, you can use this particular placeholder. Say, consider the Swag Labs basically. It does has, okay, if you look at the username field, it does has a placeholder. We can write it. So guys, what we are doing is we are creating an individual test so far. So right, so what I am doing right now, so far we have created a multiple spec files and in which we are writing down this information. Now what I'm gonna do right now is I'm creating a one more test within the file. So locating by using placeholder. Okay, locator by using a placeholder. And this time let me change this one. I don't want to use this application, and this time I want to use my source demo, update that particular URL. And here what I'm doing is await page dot get by placeholder. Okay, so if you look at it, the documentation basically they are saying that a get by placeholder, whatever the placeholder value is there, you need to specify that get by placeholder, and whatever the placeholder value is there, just fill it. And I just want to use it. So here in the placeholder value is a username. Copy it, update it here, and I'm specifying that await page dot get by placeholder with an object as a username field, and fill it my name as Surendra into that. Okay, fill my name Surendra into that. Perfectly all right. And here close this braces. Perfectly all right. Done with the script. Now, what we have done right now, in a single spec file, I have added my test here. This is what my first test is, and this is what my second test is. Guys, if you remember the example, whatever my Playwright has created, even it does has two test files in a single spec file, right? I'm just doing the same thing here also. I just created a one more test here. Okay, let me try to run this particular script and check out whether it is trying to interact with that element or not with that placeholder. I think there is a close. That's the reason it abruptly terminated the application. Let me comment my close and let me try to run my program. Okay, let me try to run my program. See, if you look at it, Surendra got entered into the field. My execution is successful. So this is the way how exactly I can use identify an element using a placeholder and identify an element using a label. So if you look at these particular examples that we have completed using a role, label, and a placeholder. In the next session, we will try to identify with other locators as well. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.